Hello, everybody. Welcome. Let us know what you are reading, and hopefully that you all are warm.
Yes.
Oh, this
Might be
has been
hard in
a
some
crazy
places.
winter so far,
Mm-hmm.
and Emily says, "Hi everyone. I'm reading Canine Detection by Nicole Severin. It's the second book in the New Mexico Guard Dog series, a Harlequin intrigue. Oh,
Nice.
interesting." And Esther Jane says, "Howdy, reading Murder on Gramercy Park by Victoria Thompson. I am totally hooked on this series. Yay! My theory. I'm just like, all this love that is being given, everybody's trying it, and it's like, yeah. And hi, is it Jackie?
Yeah.
I think. My eyeballs aren't so great. It says, here in the frozen tundra of Michigan.
Oh gosh.
You people, I don't know how you do it up there in the northern. Whew. Cajun says, "Hi, I hope everyone is safe and warm. I'm reading Once Upon a Murder, a musical murder number 4. Hey, Sherry, everyone. I'm going to be listening to A Strange Thing Happened by Stuart Copeland or reading A Murder Once Removed by S.C. Perkins.
I read the S.C. Perkins book many, many years ago. I had it from NetGalley. It was okay.
I liked that series. It only lasted 3. It was a trilogy, and I really liked it. And I was kind of bummed that, it was just kind of getting its groove at number 3. And then,
Yeah.
like,
The usual, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Nadine says, "Hi, I'll be reading A Kingdom of the Blind by Louise Penny, number 14 in the Ahmad Gamache.
Nice.
And Cajun says that Esther Jane is at the Gaslight series. I just read the first one and thought it was fantastic. And yes, it is. Hi, Mother Goose says, "Hi, Stormy, hi, Lee, Tiffany, Sarah, and all you readers. I'm planning to read How to Walk Away by Catherine Center. Anyone read it?"
I have not.
Hannah's probably read it.
I was going to say, I know there's a lot of people probably read it, but yeah, It's popular. Hi, Amy says, "Hi, everyone. I started A Court of Mist and Fury. I think
so.
I think it is.
For my reread. I'm behind on my rereads for Crescent City 3 release on the 30th of the month. Oh no, you better hurry up." And Jack says, "I'm reading Echoes of Old Bones by Barbara Davis. Great so far."
Excellent.
Esther Jane says to Cajun, "Yes, I'm reading the 3rd one." Yeah. And Anita says, "Hi, everyone. Tonight I'm reading A Flicker of Doubt by Daryl Wood Gerber." Awesome. And finished the book review. All right.
Nice.
And Mother Goose Librarian says, if anyone is interested in the book." Hi, Courtney says, "Happy Monday. I'm reading On a Feeling, a cute KU book, but seriously, I have zero motivation to read. I want to do all the other things. LOL, happy to sprint tonight and get re-energized." All
Excellent.
right. Esther, Death at a Scottish Wedding is now on Hoopla. It's audio, but not ebook yet. Oh, no.
Usually the other way around. That's interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's weird. But that's the second one in the Scottish Isles mystery with American, and Scotland was the first one. And Kim says, "Hi, I'm reading Agatha Raisin and the Murderous Marriage, number 5 in the series." Cool. I need to read more on that one. I've only read 2. And Cav says, "Hiya, I'm snuggled under multiple blankets reading On Borrowed Crime by Kate Young." Yes, under multiple blankets sounds really nice.
Holy moly.
Multiple heated blankets.
Right?
Oh, she says, "Sorry, tried to type. Is anyone interested in picture books? I started a Facebook page to share my love of them." I started reading some picture books last year, and I really liked them. So I may have to check that out.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Said, "Look me up, same as my YouTube name." All right.
That's really neat.
And Kim says, "Hi, everyone. I love the Gaslight series. I'm caught up on it. I am almost. I have like 6 to go. And You would think I would be jumping on that instead of jumping on all these other ones, but I don't know if it's the fact that I only have 6 left and I don't really.
I love the only 6 to go.
Only 6, right.
Well, considering there's like 27.
Fair. Fair enough.
But it's like, but if I'm caught up, then I have to wait. So
Yeah.
Nobody has time to wait.
And Jessica Lynn says, hello, everyone. I hope you're all staying warm. I'm currently reading Sugar Plum Poison, Jen McKinley, and The Bookshop and Bone Dust by Travis Cauldron. Cool.
The new Jen McKinley cupcake is on NetGalley. Well, request for NetGalley.
And Jackie says, Luis Whitney is
La,
so
la, la.
good.
Right.
And Purple Reinhardt says, hi, hello, Storm, Lee, Sarah, and Tiffany, reading A Rocky Road to Ruin.
Yay.
Hi, Annie says, I'm just started book number 4 of the month. It is snowing in northern Delaware.
Ooh.
We got a little bit of snow, not like y'all up there in the north that have gotten some snow, so I won't say anything.
Mm.
We're getting more snow tomorrow.
We had 30 minutes of snow. That was it.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
On Friday night, it was ludicrous. Like I looked out my window and then I looked out again 5 minutes later and you couldn't see anything. It was so, it was crazy.
Wow.
I got to help my cousin who came over to get my dad to go get some wood in like negative whatever weather. And he brought it. And so I got to help him unhaul it and put it, we stacked it up. Him and his kids were stacking up. And I'm like, oh, this is not the kind of weather that I want to be out here.
No.
It was not.
Well, Garrett and I went out tonight and I took him somewhere because it was so cold. So I'm like, oh, by the way, I need gas in my car.
And
You
guess
can get
who's
out and get
out?
it.
Nobody kicked me, but we got below 60 the last few days, and it's been very, very cold.
Oh,
Please,
no.
nobody come at me. I'm just saying
Well,
She
for
cuddled up in her
Florida,
bed.
that is pretty cold.
that it's cold. It's cold.
It's
here.
relative, right, Lee?
Yesterday, it was probably in the lower 50s. It's been cold.
We like a warm up for a couple of days and then it goes back cold for a couple of days. But then after that, it looks like it could be in like the 40s for like a week. So I'm hoping.
All I'm seeing is every temperature for the rest of the week is negative. There's a negative number beside it. So, or a negative dash.
That's nasty. I'm ready for winter to be over.
We're supposed to get really cold later in the week. Like our high
Down to
is
55.
Yeah.
our high is 55 during the day.
Just it's going to get really cold. 55 is my ideal
I'm sorry.
temperature.
Oh my
We
gosh!
can't go to the beach that day.
Right.
Right? We took So my cousin was here with her little girls on the 10th through the 13th, and the girls were insistent that they go to the beach, and we're like, it's cold. You don't want to go to the beach, but they're from Illinois, and they're like, no, we want to go to the beach. And then so we go to the beach, and they're like, it's cold. We're like, yeah. So they all went and took selfies of themselves in front of the water, and then pretty much were ready to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're little, so it's just funny.
That is funny.
Emily says she's on page 410 of 1,243. Oh, and the Count of Monte Cristo. Okay. We'll be getting to page 413, and then we'll switch to book 3 of Keeper of Lost City.
Nice.
Yeah, you gotta switch in between up those big books like that.
Yeah.
Right?
And Karen Berg says, hi, Storm, Lee, Sarah, and Tiffany. Tonight I'm reading it If on a Winter's Night, A Traveler by Italio Calvino.
Interesting.
And Jessica Lynn said, also, I'm about 160 pages into Book of Life and loving it more than book 2 for sure. Yeah, because then you're out of the historical aspects of it and back into the, modern day stuff. So yeah, I could see how that might be better. It's the my favorite Discovery of Witches, and that's the 3rd book in that. So also trilogy. I can't wait till July when the new one comes out. And hi, Vanessa says, hey, sprinting currently, but just popped in to say hi and hit the like button. Yeah, I was in there with you for a little bit, and then Then I got to reading my book and forgot to come back in. And Renee says, "Hi everyone, reading a romance, An Unexpected Turn by Mika James. It is a road trip, so I'm hooked all the
Oh,
way."
that sounds
Ooh,
fun.
that sounds good.
Hi Tina says, "Hello, happy Monday." Oh. Hi Kat says, "Hi ladies, I'm doing a comb productivity and reading a combo productivity. I'll get it. I'm reading Sky Song by Abby Elphinstone, MG Fantasy. Oh, I like Abby Elphinstone. She did what was it called? The Unmapped Chronicles, I think. I like that. Yeah.
Oh.
And Tina says, "I'm reading The Crepes of Wrath." Fox, absolutely loving it.
Yay! That's a series that's underrated. That's a good series.
I haven't tried that one yet. I need to try.
It's good. It's really fun.
Emily says,
Yeah,
"I had to go out in negative Fahrenheit weather this morning for a doctor's appointment." I'd been like canceling. My doctor canceled. He had an email said, "We ain't coming out in this weather."
Oh no, Emily.
Still on blood thinners. And what do I do when I'm at home? Trip over my work bag and fall hard on my left knee. Oh no.
Ugh,
You're gonna
I hope
bruise
you're
real
okay.
pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Grab some snow from outside.
I was also thinking with the negative temperatures and being on blood thinners, it's harder for you to stay warm.
Yeah,
That's
is.
my big thing too, right?
Oh, Emily. I'm so sorry.
I hope you're
Yeah,
all right.
my dad's room is so drafty, and I feel really bad for him. And he's got like these big door that has these big windows on it too, and the door is not very good. He's got tape along the door trying to keep the cold air out. He's got up against, and he's got 2 jackets on and his little hat, and he's all bundled. You know, and I'm like, poor little guy.
Oh.
He's got like 2 heaters on in his room too.
Yeah. Don't talk to me.
He comes out only when I holler food's ready.
Yeah. Even then, slide it under the door. No.
Right?
And Jessica asked Emily, "Oh, I hope you're okay. That's super scary." Yeah.
Really is.
Megan says, "Hi, y'all. Listening to the last 45 minutes or so of My Cursed Love by Julie Abe. We'll switch to Between the Blades and the Heart by Amanda Hawking afterwards." Cool.
Nice.
And says, "Hope you're feeling better, Lee. You look great."
Oh, thank you. I'm feeling okay, but thank you.
And Kim says, "I did find one more of my Templar Night series on KU. So there were 11. Oh,
Nice.
Hi, Kay. Okay, so I'm going to ask, because I'm pretty sure I hear everybody call you, is it Christina? I think is what everybody calls you, Kay. So if it is, if I'm right, then I'll try to remember to call you that from now on. It's okay. I see her. I've been trying to sprint hop around with some people that trying to better at trying to be friendly. I'm kind of always the lurker in a lot of sprints, and so I've been trying to, and she's in a lot of them. I see her all the time. Yeah. Says, "Hi, hope everyone is well. Listening to The Engagement Party by Darby Kane while having supper chicken wraps and sharing It Won't Quit Snowing. So let's read the with friends. Joy with the like button."
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
I guarantee you, like on Monday morning, she's thinking, what should I do for today?
Right? Says Lee is looking more like hers.
Thank you.
Courtney says it is -2 and feels like -20.
Yeah.
Is that Michigan?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I never am sure about the initials.
Mm.
And Anita says it's snowing here in southern New Jersey right now. So she's getting
Meanwhile,
some
Lee has her.
I'm in northern New Jersey. It's not.
Okay, so what is what are you guys reading? We should probably get into a spring here soon. So
I am listening to The Golden Couple by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen.
That was good.
I'm 60. I'm loving it so far.
I think I gave it 5 stars. Not to, but I'm just, yeah. I read it. I read the arc of it.
Nice.
cool.
I have a couple books going. I'm reading on ebook. Deadly Beef It's a part of the Classic Diner series. I'm listening to. I'm getting ready to start listening to tonight. No, not listen to. It's also on ebook. Saddled Up for Murder, which is like the 9th book in the Sophie Kimball. So that means I only have one more and I'm caught up. And then I have a romance going as well. It's a cowboy western romance. Very good.
I approve.
Me too. What are you reading?
Military romance. I'm
Ooh.
finishing off The Airman's Homecoming by Sabrina York. I literally have a chapter and a half left. So I'm going to finish it on the first sprint while I'm having my dinner. So
Makes
that's
sense.
my plan.
What are you having for dinner?
Chicken noodle soup.
Thank you.
I have a bit of a scratchy throat, so I thought let's have some soup.
There you go.
And goldfish crackers because I'm 5.
Mm. Well, then me too, because those are great.
Right?
Yeah.
Miss Storm?
I have my pile of possibilities.
Hey, I like it.
What you got?
We approve.
Okay, so I'm probably going to finish it. I never can remember the author's name, but it's Suburban Hill by Maureen Kilmer. It's I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's 2, but it's okay. I would say take both of Grady Hendrix, My Best Friend's Exorcism, and the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, and mush them together, and you have this one or whatever. It's a group of PTA moms or whatever, but instead of vampires, it's a demon because she gets possessed because of something that happened when they were trying to make a she shed. And they're, one of them's like, something is wrong with Liz.
That sounds so funny.
And everything. So yeah, it's okay. My friend Barb, I think, probably liked it more than me. I'm thinking it's okay, about 3 stars maybe. But I think somebody that I'm a little bit hit or miss with horror these days, and so I'm thinking it's okay. But I'm at 92%, so I'm almost done
You're
with
very close.
and everything. And then I still have my Hunted by Heather Graham that I'm working on, and all the ebooks. And for all those Wilkie Collins lovers out there, sorry, but I'm not really liking that.
Move on.
And stuff. But yeah, the Moonstone, it's I don't know,
Slow.
very wordy.
Slow. Those Victorians like to talk.
Yeah, very wordy. And Sherry finished it and gave it 3.5 stars. So I mean, I know that she kind of liked it, but she said it was too
okay.
flowery, wordy type thing. But I'm trying. I'm not quite halfway through. We've barely gotten into like the whole detective part with them trying to figure out what happened to the diamond or whatever. It just took the butler like forever to get to that part.
I bet you the butler did it.
Right.
It's probably where that started from.
But yeah, so I have all my selections over here. I don't know
Excellent.
what I'm gonna read, and I think I have a couple of ebooks going and all that kind of good stuff. And so we'll just go ahead and read to the top of the hour.
Okay.
And
That's good.
I'm a little
Perfect.
ta-da.
Hey,
I'm
nice.
fancy. I'm fancy.
Ooh,
Something
look
else.
at this.
Do you pay for StreamYard, Storm?
No.
Okay. I'll have to look into
No, it's just whenever you're making your banners
I
down
do
below,
if you
it has a little thing that you can click on that says make it like scroll or whatever.
Oh, okay.
that. Awesome. I like that.
So we'll read to the top of the hour. Happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
Really good. I have about maybe 15 minutes left in my ebook of the Classic Diner series, so I should finish it next sprint, I would assume.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I got to 70%.
Yeah, I really like your glasses.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if I've ever seen you wear them. And you
I was
just-
like, I don't see glasses on her. I was
I
confused.
was too. I was like,
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen her wear them, but when she first clicked on, she had them on. They look really nice on you.
Thank you. My vision's a little bad for my phone right now, so gotta use them. Thank you.
Mhm. I am almost done. I've got like half a chapter left, but they're super long chapters, so I read an 8, but I should finish it next sprint or whatever.
cool.
How about you, Storm?
I finished the audiobook, The Suburban Hill. and
Excellent.
It was okay. Yeah, I give it like 3 stars probably. And everything. Then I read like maybe a percent or so on A Body on the Doorstep by Marty Wingate. It's a historical mystery. And yeah. Whew, I'm tired.
You know what though?
It's
Just
the
like
weather.
the weather and worrying about what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be cold. Your water, all that's very stressful. And
Yeah, being without water because it's frozen is very stressful. Because
No doubt.
I'm
Oh.
running out of things that we put water in.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah. And Sherry says I have way too many hours of snowfall. I bet.
Oh,
They've got a lot
Sherry.
of snow up there. Whew.
Oh, Sherry, I'm sorry. Stay safe, my friend.
Mhm.
Emily says, thanks, Jessica. Fortunately, I didn't get any scrapes. I put some heat on it and I'm still taking my blood thinners for 15 more days. I can call the doctor for a refill if I need to. That's good.
I'm glad to hear that. You weren't
And
screaming.
Emily says, did I like Times Convert? Not really. That one, and I think my problem with that is I was really into like Matthew and Diane from Also's trilogy, and then she comes out with the Time Converts, which is about Marcus and Phoebe, which Marcus is a vampire that's Matthew's son or whatever, and he's okay, and their story was fine, but I was wanting more like Matthew and Diane. I didn't really care about like this. I think maybe if I would have, when we read it right after, because I buddy read it with my friend, we read it right after we did the trilogy, and then we jumped into that one next. And I think maybe if we would have held off on that and not read it right after, I might have liked it a little bit more. But like I gave it like 2 stars. But the new one that's coming out, it's going to be about Diana again and Matthew, and so I have high hopes for it. So
Nice.
And Annie says, I've been reading and I didn't realize it was snowing as hard as it is. I guess that is good.
Oh no.
Well, I guess it depends. I mean, it's good, but you didn't realize it's snowing, but it's
Ugh.
snowing.
Stay warm, man.
Mhm.
Stay warm. Stay safe.
It says the harder to stay warm is a non-issue for me. I'm in perimenopause, so I'm not hot now. So it runs hot all the time. I guess that's the good thing about winter whenever you come to that time of your life. But not so good in the summertime.
Right?
And is it Monet? Is that, am I saying that right? I don't know. Good evening. I'm in a Layla Roberts mood. I don't know who that is. I'm reading Hero Daddy. Cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Romance novelist, obviously.
And said, yes, it's Christina. Okay, so I remembered to try to call you Christina. I remember.
Oh, I remember. I'm sorry. I have to do it one time.
Oh.
Yay!
Okay, let's not lie. That's not going to be one time, but I just had to get
One
it out
time
of my
for right
system. I had to get it out.
But see, now you've got it figured out that you have to hold it there for a minute and not like go all over the place. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
So. And Sherry, Book Gnome. Hi, Sherry. I've seen you in a couple of other lives.
Mhm.
Says, howdy, gonna read some of Nine Perfect Strangers.
Excellent. Your name is very cute.
Sorry, the book gnome.
And Rena says, I've been anemic most of my life, so I'm always cold. I love a good blanket. I haven't noticed. I know. I've been around. And Gaten says that takes the prize for the best like name. Yeah,
Right.
name. Yeah, because she always comes up with like the.
She
fun.
does have some good
Yeah.
ones.
I feel so like normal because I'll go into the sprints or whatever, and it's like, hi, popping in to hit the like button.
Yeah.
And he says, my therapist called earlier and said we were switching our appointments online tomorrow afternoon. Good. I have no intentions of going out. Yeah.
No
Smart.
doubt.
Smart.
It's hibernation time. Emily says, I used to hunker down under a blanket or two. No more. I turn the heat to 65 and run a box fan on high on me at night because I like the weight of blankets, but not the heat.
Mm.
See, I'm getting cold over here in my little corner. My fingers are starting to get cold. Christina says, actually, I have to leave my house tomorrow for a dentist appointment, anxiety, and we're getting over 3 feet. And we've got over 3 feet of snow
Oh
in
my
less than
God.
2 days, and it's still snowing. More anxiety. Oh,
Mm.
No doubt.
yeah. And you don't want to cancel your dentist appointment because they're so hard to get.
Right.
You always have those like way in advance. So by the time the day gets there, yeah, you don't want to cancel. Christine said, Mother Nature is trying to catch up or something. Yeah. And so, thanks. Hi, Lisa says, hello, everyone. I'm reading and loving A Murder is Announced by Agatha Christie, one of the Miss Marple books.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Emily says, oh no, to Christina, is it a cleaning? Can you get it rescheduled? And Danielle says, reading A Wrong Family by
I think
Taryn.
it's Taryn. Yeah.
I think it's Taryn Fisher.
Yeah.
And Christina said, it is not, and it's already been rescheduled a few times. At cleanings, I don't mind so much. Oh.
No.
Ugh.
Okay, Emily, it's not quite as wordy as, that. The Count of Monte Cristo is so wordy.
But it's still wordy.
But it's still wordy. I think this one that I have, and it's like small, but it's like, I don't know, almost 500 pages. But I was like, oh, maybe like The Woman in White, like smaller. No, when I looked on Goodreads, it was like 600 and something.
Yeah, I have a copy of The Woman in White on my shelf, and I loved it. It was 5 stars, but it's. I mean, so is Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre is also a lot of this. Like.
Did it take you a while to get into it, or were you into it right off?
No, it was not pretty quick, but like I haven't read The Moonstone, so I can't compare them. But I like The Woman in White because it had that very gothic feel to it. I'm not a big detective story person, but the gothic is what definitely got me for The Woman in White.
I'm still trudging along for a little bit. We'll see.
You can do it. Do you not have an audio for it, or can you not
Yeah,
find it? Oh, I was gonna say, okay, that should make life a bit easier.
Yeah, it's not quite as bad, but yeah, it's like that Butler. He's just really.
Yeah.
He has to tell you the story about this, that, and the other before we got to the fact that the diamond was stolen and what happened.
Oh, so he tells a story like I do with 18 divergents.
Yeah. It's like, I guess he had to let us know about each and every person that was surrounding the whole thing and
Everybody's side quest and what they.
Side quest.
Yeah. Cajun says, part of me wants to know what it should take to scare Storm, but I would probably drop dead from fear just hearing it.
You're probably absolutely right.
And Mom's book collection. Okay. Donna, right? I think. Am I right? Yay!
Yeah,
because she's been in some of the sprints too.
So everybody needs a name tag as far as I'm concerned.
Right?
Yep. It says, hey, Storm. Hi, everyone. Hope all is well. I'm listening to a reread of The Hunger Games and then going to hopefully finish God Killer.
Nice.
Laughing at Cajun. I know it does. I just don't scare much. I think, and it's really sad because like everybody's like, "Oh, that's so scary," and I'm like, "It was boring."
That's so funny because Kevin scared me earlier in the house, and he literally said, "I'm going to start videotaping and then posting shorts of me just scaring you." He's like, "I live in the same house as you. Who do you think?" Okay, but I saw him 10 seconds before he scared me. Let me just say this. I saw him go into his office and shut the door. I go into the bedroom. I had my back. I turn around and he's like standing there. And it was just so like, I was like, and he's like, seriously? He's like, cameras, I'm putting them up. And I was like, well, people.
Garrett does it to me all the time. I'll be doing the dishes and he'll come up behind me and I'll see somebody out of the corner of my eye and I'll jump and I'll yell at him and he's like, who else do you think it is?
See? Exactly, Sarah.
Well, and I get jump scares. Jump scares. I do. The book might not scare me, but Dad will walk in and say something to me, and it's so quiet, and all he said, and I'm like, whoa.
Right, exactly.
I've told Garrett I'm buying him a bell, like a cat, like to wear around his neck so he jingles.
Marcus says the same thing. He's like, I'm coming in the other room now.
Yeah, Garrett started
See?
doing that to
And
me
all
too.
of this.
I'm like, I have a
Everybody's
bad
saying your
ticker, man. Be
husband-
careful.
No, you're not.
Hi, Alice Wonder One. It says, hello, everyone. A little bookshop of love stories.
Nice. Oh, I have a question for Cajun.
Oh,
Real
no.
quick. Cajun, I just got approved for a NetGalley that sounds like a book that you would read. I just want to, you can keep going. I'm going to look at the author. I just want to know if Cajun's read anything by this author.
And Jesse says, hello, everyone. Trying to stay warm here in Minnesota. I am reading Lost and Found Sisters by Jill Shalvey.
Jill Shalvis is a delight.
Oh, I love Jill Shalvis.
Alice says, in Oregon, it is like an ice skating rink and pouring over everything. It looks like a big blanket of snow, but it's about 2 inches of solid ice. Oh, no. That sucks.
Yeah.
Ice is definitely worse than
Yes.
snow. Yeah, so.
Yeah, we had freezing rain. I think it was Sunday morning. Yeah, Sunday, because we were going to the grocery store, and there's this one hill on the street. And I'm like, please, please, please get up the hill. As you're driving the car, I don't want to slide back.
We had one girl at work and she moved here from Puerto Rico. And everybody's saying, no, what you need to watch out for is the black ice. And she just had this like look of fear on her face. She was like, what's black ice? And everybody's like, the worst is in the parking lot in the dark with black ice because you can't even see it, you know?
Yeah. I was telling you about the girl that we have at our work who's from the Philippines, and this is like her first winter.
Mm-hmm.
And just today she comes in, she goes, I'm over this. And I'm like, welcome to Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like when it's 70 degrees over there, they've got jackets on because they're cold. So.
Right.
I've just had family cycling through. So my other cousin, when did Paige get here? Yesterday? Yeah. So anyways, we went to supper last night, and my grandmother Kevin and I are like, and she's like, I just left -15. She's like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, you all look silly. And we're like,
Yep.
what you're used to. I mean, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hi, DeShannon says, evening. It's 15 degrees here in Ohio. Reading Icebreaker, not cozy, but modern spicy romance.
Nice. The author I wanted to ask, I'm sorry, Storm.
Go ahead.
The author I wanted to ask Cajun about was Jenny Kane. Have you read anything by her? She has several others, but she has a new series starting, and I just got approved for it. The first book is going to be called Summer at Sea Glass Cove. So just want to know.
That sounds very
It looks like the cover. See if I can pull it. I don't know. Oh yeah, I can. Look at the cover. Doesn't that look?
Yep. Whenever you had it there.
Yeah, that's a British.
It looks like a total Cajun book.
I have that one on my TBR.
Oh.
Hi, Sarah Beth says, I just got a new TV 4K UHD 43-inch Samsung OL.
Nice.
I'm loving it. How I can watch YouTube. Oh, don't watch this on the big screen.
Right? Like, oh boy.
Watch on your phone. This isn't the place for that.
My friend Barb says, yeah, I watch you before I go to bed or whatever. She sits like lays down and like watches on the TV, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I know.
no, you shouldn't be watching me so big on the TV.
Right.
Hi, Crystal says, hi everyone. I'm reading Majesty by Catherine McGee and Princess in the Tower by Alison Ware. And Mother Goose says, oh, How to Walk Away is off to a really good start. Oh, that's nice. And Anita says, I finished my review and read 6%. Yay!
Excellent.
Well done.
Got to 8% of, that thing.
It would take me longer to figure out the acronym, like to type it.
Right. Right. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Accorda Mista and Fury. Yay.
There you go.
It takes me a minute to remember what it is. Engaging rate to 47%. Emily said on page 54 of Everblaze, Keeper book 3. Are you liking it, Emily? I like left that series at book 4, in the middle of book 4. It just wasn't for me, but it's a very popular middle grade series. And Kim got 32%, and Sherry got 62%. Look at all this good reading. And Christina said, I read a bit, sprint hopped a bit, and finished the supper.
Excellent.
She's like the sprint hopping queen.
Share the love between the sprints.
Yes. And Renee says read 26%, and Crystal is 21%. And
excellent, y'all.
Purple got 20 pages and ate some lasagna. Oh, that sounds so good.
How you do this?
We're in this stage of whatever we can figure out to have to eat that I can put on a paper plate so we don't have to wash dishes because we have no water.
There you go.
So it wasn't very healthy, but like our lunch was, we had some tortilla chips and I had some salsa. And so
excellent.
Whatever works.
Like, I know this isn't healthy, but it's whatever we had. So
You gotta
It's not
do it.
permanent.
The situation that it is, that's what it's got to be.
Been eating a lot of eggs too.
Gotta make it work right
Like
now.
balancing that healthy out with
A little salsa on the egg. No.
And hi, Sherry said up to 24%. Yay. And Jessica Lynn said read 30 pages.
Nice.
Hi, Nicole. Hello. I was on her. I was sprint hopping on hers this morning. So
I'm finding all these new booktubers. This is brilliant.
Yes,
Right.
she's a very nice person. You should go subscribe to her.
I'm doing that
I
right
will
now.
look her up.
And I think Sherry the book gnome has one too.
I think so.
Oh, who does?
Sherry the book gnome. I think she has one.
Let me look them
Hi,
up.
Lou.
So,
Says hi, y'all.
Hello.
hi, Lou.
And Nicole says joining late, but glad I didn't miss you guys. Yeah, I'm glad you showed up. Kat says, I did not read or do anything productive unless you count eating dinner, red beans with smoked sausage, and watching booktube videos. Sounded very productive to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's very productive.
And then Cajun says to Kat, you live in Louisiana. Yeah. Which that sounded like a very like Louisiana type meal. I don't know. It just sounded like one. And Lou says, I say we all go to Tiff's house. Yes, there we go. We're all coming to see you, Tiffany.
Come on down.
And Nicole says, love red beans and smoked sausage. Yum.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Not a huge bean person, but the smoked sausage part sounded good.
Oh, I love beans.
Mm-hmm.
And Emily says, it felt like Harkness was trying to do too much in the Times Convert. She should have focused on either Phoebe and Marcus or Diana and Matthews. And Marcus and Nola was so hyped, and it was just a blip. Yeah. Yeah, because that book was like this big compared to the other ones that were like this big. So, yeah, they did pack a bunch into that one.
I just found Noteworthy Fiction. Subscribed. Excellent. Who was the other one? One more
I
time.
can't find Sherry.
Hey, the book gnome.
Yeah, I'm looking right up with her name, like I copy and pasted it, but I can't find her.
I think
Sherry,
you
let
have
us
to put it
know.
all together. Have
Oh,
you tried
okay.
that? I think you have to put it all She says, "Yay, hearts!" You did your hearts. Kat says, "Yes, Cajun. I live about an hour from New Orleans." Yeah, and she's got the Mardi Gras readathon going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So, and Cajun says, "I grew up in Thibodeau, I think." And Mondays were always red bean and rice day.
That sounds good.
And Alice says, Tiffany discovered the virtual emojis was hilarious on the last live.
That was
Gave me such a
hilarious.
laugh. Yes. Sherry says, I just discovered sprints and they are wonderful for my lazy self. There she goes. Go on, you can do it. She's like the only one that can
There
do
you
it for us because we don't have the fancy Mac. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you have a Mac?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
you
is
can
it?
do it.
Do it then.
Oh, what was
do
it like
the
a
thumbs
thumbs
up?
up thing?
I don't know if you have to do both or just one. I have been doing both.
Well,
But
if you
have
do
to
both,
hold it
you
for a very
get-
long time.
Oh, yeah.
That's why if you saw me
Sure.
doing it and you're like, what is she doing? It's like a
Yeah.
very long time.
Yeah.
I just figured it was Tiffany being Tiffany, so I'm like, all
Well,
right.
see, that is
Because
true.
it's
You know?
like
I mean,
Storm and I were like, "What the hell happened?"
that's how I get away with things. Is Tiffany
Yeah,
being
it's
Tiffany.
like
That's
all of a
literally what
sudden
people say.
balloons went, and we're like, "What?"
Yeah, like I said to Storm, I said I thought I was having a stroke. I didn't know.
She's like, I'm seeing things.
I'm seeing balloons.
Leslie says, I'm reading Anxious People by Frederick Bachman, but I need to start a Songbirds and Snakes for book club next Monday.
Hi, Leslie.
All right.
I did not
And-
find that person either. So if you can
Did
tell
you
us,
put the name all together?
I did, and I couldn't.
You put
Oh,
it-
she said I'm looking ahead. No, she doesn't have a channel.
Oh, she doesn't have a channel. Okay.
Well,
well,
you
that's why I'm
should.
not finding
With that
it.
name, you should.
There's been
I'm just
several people that I've been finding on all these sprints that I can't keep track of who has
Sure,
one. and who
Storm.
doesn't.
Right? You'll start keeping a list.
I know. I was like, write them out. Cajun says the MC does not curse. Something surprising just happened. And she said, what the French toast sticks is this?
I kind of sort of
love
Sounds like
it.
something I would say, actually.
I love it.
And Sherry says, Nicole, the red beans is the best Monday dinner.
That is.
And Donna says, I think there should be name tag section on YouTube. There should be.
Yeah.
Really? I agree.
And
You
if
know-
anybody ever wants me to call them by like their actual name, they just need to put it in the comments so I know. Because
Exactly. For sure.
Kat said, yes, red beans and rice on Mondays is usually a special at many restaurants in Louisiana.
As it should.
Okay, so we need to get into another sprint, which is the last sprint because we only usually get 2 done with all the chatting that we do.
That's okay.
Oh, before
look
we
at
get on so that Kairu can go to his spot, can he show you his new tie?
Oh my, he's such a handsome man.
So there. Okay.
So cute.
Is that
He's
good?
like, he's like, they didn't like it as much as I wanted them to.
Is
Yeah.
that good,
I
baby?
didn't quite get. He does. He's got that look of that F.
Yeah. Here, there we go. Now it's, I don't know if we can I'll see him a little bit better. Man.
Presley has the same look.
Yeah. Yeah. People think about it. That's more good. Okay. That way you can go scamper off if you'd like to. We only had holiday. We had every holiday, but we only had a pack of holiday. So we got him a pack. These are all Hawaiian. So they all have either tropical flowers or like this one's flamingos. So
Love it.
so he is styling.
Absolutely.
Here, let's see. Maybe we can see it better if no.
He likes to show off him.
Your name is in the way, and I don't know how to get your
I
name.
know. Okay, hold on. Well, I don't know how to take the name off.
That's fine.
He's like, I'm
Oh,
over
well.
this. They did
Yeah,
not
he's like,
give me,
sorry.
they did not give me the appreciation I wanted or needed. My vet told me I needed to lose weight this week. It's been rough for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Right.
mobile
guy.
groomers came to the house. He felt betrayed by Kevin and I.
He's
His
going
favorite
through some
place
stuff
was,
right now. Yeah.
Right?
he was, yeah. So
It's very, very traumatizing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so happy reading, everyone. We'll
Happy
reach the
reading.
top of the hour. I didn't even say it, but it's
After reading.
happy reading.
So how did things go with that sprint?
I just hit like the twist that's about to happen at 82%. So
Oh my gosh.
it was about to happen. I'm like, no, pause right now. I don't want to be in the middle of it. How about you, Tiffany?
I did not get much reading done because the hockey game started.
I assumed it looked like you were watching the TV.
Yeah, we're a mess. Anyways, so.
I finished my book.
Oh, nice.
And I filmed my daily reading update. And I edited it.
Yay!
Oh, they just score. Oh.
I'm going to guess it was the wrong people that scored.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Someone
might be
scored
goalie
and found who she
interference.
wanted.
I got to 33% of A Body on the Doorstep by Marty Wingate, and so not too bad. It's
Excellent.
the first book in the London Ladies Murder Club,
Ooh.
set in the
Oh, it's definitely not
1920s,
goalie interference.
Oh,
and
fun.
she's part of the useful women. That's what she does for work. They do all these different kinds of things. Like if a lady needs somebody to write correspondence for them, they do that. If somebody needs you to walk their dog, they do that or whatever. Trying to make her way in London, making a little bit of money so that she can kind of have her own apartment and all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
So, and her first job she goes to, there's a wake. She has to go to a wake to kind of be friends with the lady who's at the wake or whatever it is. It's a wake for a guy who's been gone for a long time, but they can just now declare him dead. And so they were having, and then she goes to answer the door rings, he opens it up, and there's a dead body. that's how her first day.
I always hate it when that happens.
Woman. Her first day as a useful woman, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Such a bad day when stuff like that occurs.
You know, it just sets you off for the rest of the day.
And so
it changes the mood.
Of course, it's going to bug her because it is a historical mystery, so she's going to have to figure out.
Of course. Bug me too.
Who is this man of mystery? Because nobody knows who he is.
Yeah. In the book, we're researching it. In real life, I'm like, time to go home. I don't have any business here now, you know?
Right, yeah.
It's like, I don't know you, so I'm leaving.
No.
And so Sherry says, I would not have been able to get through the Moonstone if it wasn't for the audiobook.
I feel the same about The Woman in White, even though I loved it. I needed the audiobook.
Yeah, for most classics, I think I need the audiobook to help me along the way. Hi, PK says, hello, reading The Right Sort of Man by Alison Montclair for Hiss Mist. It's the first book in the series. You know, I started reading that one a long time ago, like when it first came out. I think I had an e-arc of it, and I don't know, for some reason, I didn't get on with it, and I put it aside, and then I forgot all about it. And now it's got 6 books in the series, and I'm like, maybe I should give it a try. I mean, again, I know what happened. It's like one of those things. You just put it to the side, and
I'll get to you later.
Yeah. Says, my husband is so quiet. He's constantly scaring me. I think it's the same as Tiffany. I see him go somewhere, and then all of a sudden he's behind me. Yeah. And so Emily had to go. She had virtual Bible study.
Oh, nice.
See you if you're still on when she gets done. So hope she has a good time at it. And Nita said to see you. Then have a good night to Emily. Occasion said, ooh, I have not, but that looks like one I'd like. Jenny Kane.
Spelled with a K, but yes. And she has lots of other series. This is the first in this series, but she has lots. So I thought maybe. Oh, 1 thumb up.
1 thumb up, it does that.
There you go.
2 thumbs up, it did like fireworks, I think. Whenever
I did
it
2 thumbs up earlier, and it just gave me the thumbs up.
You need to wait. Patience is a virtue.
That's the thing. It's like, if it's going to take that long for something to happen,
it feels uncomfortable at this point, Sarah.
I don't know. That's I thought that's what we did last time.
Yeah, it's what we did last time, but I don't know. And that's when it rained last time, I think, when you did.
Oh, yeah, thunder and lightning.
Yeah, see there.
There you go.
I don't remember how we got the fireworks or the balloon.
I don't remember the balloon. Yeah, I remember the balloons, but I don't remember how he got them.
It wasn't intentional, so I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah. I don't
And watch, you'll do it again and can't remember how you did it that time either.
And Christina is saying hi to Nicole, and Sherry says, "I just crashed." Everyone else says, "Hey, there we go." Everyone else's party.
We like
Way
it.
to do it. And then Nicole says, "Thank you guys." Oh. And Alice says, "I found a BBC radio drama of MC Beaton's Agatha Raisin and the Keisha Death. Very good. It's on YouTube." Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
that's cool. I've watched the TV show, which I don't know. I still have secondhand embarrassment for the main character. In the book's kind of the same way, and in the TV show, it's like, oh, she's horrible. It's like she just doesn't care what she says or how she comes across or whatever it is, and people looking at her like she's strange all the time. So yeah,
it does look like it's the peace sign to get balloons.
Oh yeah, that was it. The peace sign. Yeah.
There you go.
And so Purple Reinhardt subscribed to Nicole. Awesome. She says,
I subscribe too. Yay. I'm so glad to see that.
Nicole saying, right?
If anybody can tell me how we got the fireworks, I'll be good to go.
I'm still pretty sure it was the thumbs up, but I don't know why.
Double, but for some reason, maybe you're too, maybe I don't know.
Maybe you had them too close together. Maybe you have to have them like, I don't know. Well, she's trying to do that. Oh, there. See? Yay!
There.
Look at that.
And Studio in the Library, who I think is Adonna too, right?
Yeah.
I think
Donna.
so, yes.
Was, howdy. Oh, I came in during the last rant. I was watching Tiffany's 2024 Sass. I need to watch that one. Yeah, I haven't watched it.
It's on my list, Tiffany.
I made a list of her choices in my Goodreads group.
Oh, cool.
And Purple Reinhardt says, I watched Tiffany's video as well, and now I have a list.
Do a double peace sign, Tiffany.
Oh.
Oh, is this going to be? Oh, that is something different. Oh,
Nice.
I love it.
And she wants to catch them all.
Right?
And Nadine says, I like learning about new booktubers channels, so keep the channel names coming.
I
I agree
Nadine.
100%.
Which is how I have so many.
Tell me about it.
I have so many, yeah.
It's a good problem to have.
True. Very true.
And Anita says, just subscribe to Nicole. Cool.
Nice.
Thanks. And Christina says, also, if you want to find more booktubers and sprints, read with Dr. B. Vanessa has a link to a database with all the sprints that you can find.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow, that's amazing.
I will check that out. Thank you.
Alice says, I made my first booktube video the other day. Yes, I was going to say, yeah, you have a YouTube channel too.
Yep.
So we went over a library book haul. I watched that.
Nice.
And Dawn says, reading What the River Knows and Secret of the Nile, #1 by Isabel Ibanez. Yeah, whatever. Really good so far on 155 of 400 pages.
Nice.
We're here to have fun and read, not pronounce names. And so, and Nicole says, thank you guys. I'm almost to 700 subs. Yay!
Wow,
Better
that's
than it was when
awesome.
it was at
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like when you get to that, when you're like, oh, could somebody come up?
you're like just someone
I know.
else.
Yeah.
I'm like anybody. Yeah.
Cajun said that Cairo looks so dapper.
I read them to him.
Aw.
I read all of your guys' comments.
Cairo
He enjoyed the comments, but he was looking for a little more fanfare, like fireworks or balloons or.
Well, that was on you, Tiffany. Literally, that was on you.
And Kat said she's so happy to Nicole, because especially since she was that numbered subscriber.
That's hilarious.
Mother
I
Goose
was
Librarian.
did that.
That's funny.
By the way, I haven't mentioned it before. I'm Amy, but my students often call me Mother Goose.
That's cool.
I love your name,
Very
Mother Goose
good.
Librarian. I think that's
I
fantastic.
may or may not remember that.
No promises.
And she's laughing at Cat. Cool Cat. And Nicole, I'm 701.
Oh,
Yay.
nice.
And Monet, is it
Monet.
Monet? Is that it? I can't read those letters. They're kind of mixed together there.
It's true.
I'm halfway to the end of my book.
Well done.
Oh,
Hi, Pat. Says, good evening, everyone. Not reading tonight. Nurturing a cold. Well, I hope you
Feel better.
Oh, Kat,
Absolutely.
feel better.
Yes,
Thanks
we
for coming.
miss our, cheerleader.
Cheerleader.
Yeah, it's so good to see you, though.
And having Wi-Fi problems. Good night, y'all.
Hey,
Night.
Pat. Thanks for stopping in.
And Amy says, I didn't get any reading done this spring. I took a shower because I was so cold.
That was me yesterday before we realized it was first. I want to go have a hot bath, but I'm like, but then I don't want to get out of the bath.
Yeah. It's like cold getting in there, and then you get all warmed up, and then it's like you peek out the curtain and it's cold, and you peek.
I was doing it the other day, and Garrett comes wandering into the bathroom, which is fine, but he leaves the damn door open. I'm like, "Man, you're letting the heat out."
Yeah.
Like I just got this perfectly heated for my shower.
You know, like honestly.
Shut the door.
And Sherry took a shower and got to 68%. And
Well done.
then Anita says, Lee, you look so sad.
I'm like just fighting like a headache back here, so that's the only reason why.
Aw.
Amy, right? I think Mother Goose says I'm about was it 11?
No, 1.5.
I think it's one and a
One
half.
and a half. See, I cannot read. 1.5 hours into, I was going to say, that doesn't look right.
11
1.5
works.
hours into a new book, really liking it. Well, that's good.
Nice.
And Anita got to 14%. And PK says, Lee, awkward, actually posted, watch
Should it?
Mary Poppins today. It's lovely.
And I love Mary Poppins, so that'll be a great. And she's hilarious. She is so
Now,
hilarious.
is she like somebody that's watched the movie for the first time kind
Yeah.
of person? Oh, okay.
And just the way she edits it and reacts to things, because there's things she says in one of the videos that is like part of me and Mark's like regular vocabulary now. The way that she says things, it's so fun.
I don't know. I think I may have watched something that she done one time. I think she might have been the one that you guys were talking about one time. But yeah, Mary Poppins like one of my favorite movies, so I would be kind of curious to see. Like,
Thank you, okay?
Oh,
and Cajun got to 60%, and the Blues aren't doing very well. And
She can't even joke with us because she's so seriously into it right now.
yeah,
what?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I was trying to.
We know.
Today
I
was
was reading
Martin
the
Luther King
comments
Day.
and you said something, and I said, and the Blues aren't doing very well.
I'm not.
Because Garrett says to me today, he's like, why are there hockey games on at 1:00 in the afternoon? What's happening, right? And then he's, oh, it's Martin Luther King Day.
Exactly. And when you think Martin Luther King, you think hockey, right? I mean, those
100%.
two.
Who
Yeah.
doesn't?
I do,
Who
yeah.
doesn't? I mean, really? It doesn't.
To be honest, my friend said that she had an extra day off. I had to ask somebody what holiday it was because I didn't even know.
I think it's one of those ones that's like federal only. Like, am I right?
Yeah, because
I think
I
Rainey
never
had it
ever
off.
had it off, yeah, and stuff whenever I was working, yeah.
Only if you work for the government.
Yeah.
And Meg says, I finished Our Cursed Love, then listened to about 16 pages of Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's like the one book that a lot of people hated because it was supposed to be Christmas, but it wasn't Christmas.
Oh, I never got to it this year. So
It has like a Christmas cover,
it did.
and it's not Chris. There's hardly like anything Christmas about it.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't read it then.
So
I feel like Tessa Bailey is very hit or miss. At least for me, she's another Megan Quinn. They're very hit or miss for me.
Oh, she's a favorite of Storm's, isn't she?
I remember. Oh God.
But my friend Barb liked it. She gave it 4 stars, but she went into it knowing that it wasn't going to be much to do with Christmas.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Easy, yeah.
And PK says, love it, Jessica. And 41%. Yay. 23 pages. What the River Knows, 18 pages. Awesome. 10 pages into the books of Jacob. How are you liking that one, Nicole? That was a big chunky one that you picked out of your unicorn this morning.
I want you.
Okay, shoot it.
Hi, Elizabeth. Says I got your
by Tiffany.
for the last minute or so. Started the Fatal Folio by Elizabeth Penny and finished chapter 1.
Nice.
It's okay, Tiffany. We're just making fun of you and your.
That's okay. We don't shoot the puck. We just we forgot that
Like
that's
you and
how
I
get
leave the
points.
gas pedals on.
We
them,
just
right?
like to pass it around until we lose possession.
Did your hockey players forget how to play hockey? Is that what you're saying?
You know how I'm not a coach. I don't.
What
know.
would they do without you and Garrett telling them what to do, Tiffany? I just don't understand.
See, you get it, Sarah. You get it. Like,
Hi, Sam. Says Sam reads books. Are you a YouTuber? That sounds like a YouTuber name. Arriving late. I'm reading Belle and Amish retelling of Beauty and the Beast. It's really good.
that's interesting. Do you
Stuff
participate?
you don't expect to be retellings.
No. What was her name? Sam. Do you participate in Amish in April, or have you heard about that before? Because you might be interested. Amish in April. If you want
Coming
details,
this April.
Yeah.
it's coming up.
And Christina says, just doing my usual and starting to maybe keep track of all the characters. Maybe. And Kim said, the PK, I watched that. I'm hit or miss with her. And Roxy says, I got 20% of Airman's Homecoming. Thanks for the sprint.
Roxy's been my reading twin so far this year.
I
love it.
And Sherry said, read out 25 pages of Bright Young Women.
I think Roxy came in earlier and I was a little distracted. So
I wonder what you were distracted
I don't know.
And Kat says, during that sprint, I read 17 pages of Sky Song and then cleaned the litter pan, added a new litter. I emptied all the trash cans and started vacuuming. Trash day is tomorrow. Well, that was very productive.
Excellent.
Being a cat mom is a difficult job, but it's got to be done.
And Nicole says, I can't do audio in classics. For some reason, I understand less when I do.
Okay.
I could see how it could be like you could get distracted with it a little bit too.
Sure.
I think if I follow along with the book, it helps a little bit better. There's some names in the Moonstone.
Well,
and I would have not known how to pronounce that if it wasn't for the audio book.
and I also feel if it's a classic, sometimes the language is different, where in my head I might read it as we would normally say it. But if you're listening to it, they're not going to do that. And so to me, that would be distracting.
And PK said, Storm, I was the same way with Montclair. I started it, paused it, and boom, 6 books. Author said, young Katharine Hepburn is the inspiration for one of the main characters. And totally has a speech pattern down to her.
Interesting.
Next time I try that, I have to remember. Yeah, there was something kind of strange about it whenever I was reading it. I don't know why. I don't remember, but I put it to the side. It's been a couple years now, so I should give it another try. Jackie says made it to 41%. It's so good. That's
excellent, Jackie.
PK says the only complaint so far is some strange smash cuts in editing.
Okay.
So I'm taking it that's the video.
Yeah, Ashley, yeah.
What is smash cuts?
I'm not sure.
I think it's like an abrupt jump from one thing to another without any kind of fade or anything like that. I think.
And Roxy says, I think the balloons are holding a thumbs up. Yeah. And Jack said, happy birthday, gives balloons on the iPhone.
Oh.
Cajun says, oh, I do have some Jenny Kane on my want to read list. Okay.
Excellent. They look very Cajun-esque.
Yeah, that cover did look very Cajun.
And they are UK. I looked up the author, and it's like .co.uk for her website.
Meg says, thinking of trying to get to Homicide and Hardcover by Kate Carlisle and begin working my way through the Tea Shop Mysteries by Laura Childs. One's a lot bigger than the other during the series, but they're both rather large series, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're both longer.
And Nicole says the fireworks were the best, especially since you got so excited doing them.
I love them, Nicole.
Tiffany gets excited over everything.
I do. This is 100% true. I'm like a very large child. I know this.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And each of the ladies here has, their own channel too. If you want to subscribe to them, if you're not, so we got Beach Bum Bookworm, we got Lee from Dark Roots Creation, and Sarah from the Bookish Knitter. So all the newer people that are in here. So.
And Storm, she's at Storm Reads. That's where you can find her.
If you haven't subscribed to her yet.
Yes, exactly. If you are here lurking and you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Absolutely.
Oh, I did that one. And Anita says, I love the Tea Shop Mysteries and the Bibliophile Mysteries.
Nice.
And Lou says, Tiffany is the fourth Sanderson sister.
Who is that?
Focus, focus.
She would have never seen it.
Right, too scary for her.
Oh, come on. That's not scary.
Look at her. She's like,
I don't know. The way
Bette Midler and all the,
I know who's in it.
Okay.
But they're cackling and stuff.
Yay. Glad we got you up here. And Elizabeth says, I'm not a new booktuber, but I'd love to get to 150 subscribers this year.
Yes.
450.
And she also hosts March Mystery Madness. She's awesome. Helps with hosting that.
No, she doesn't do March Mystery Madness. She does middle grade May.
Middle grade May. It's the same. It's all the
so
same.
So close, Tiffany. So close.
So close. Middle
grade March Mystery Amish in April.
As you ladies always make my night. Well, that is what we're here for.
Yep.
Thanks, Roxy. That's very nice.
Crystal says, I just posted my weekly update video earlier. I got 40%.
Another booktuber.
Well, see, there you go.
Oh, nice. Crystal, is this the name of your channel?
I don't even know if I know.
I didn't know this. Let me.
Right.
Don't be afraid to let us know if you got a channel.
Please let us know.
Oh, there we go. Now I'm subscribed. And let me go back to Beth.
My phone doesn't want to work with me. It's like pause while we check our phone.
Yeah. Please hold. The next available service representative will be with you in a moment.
I was going to say before, I thought you guys would find it funny that when I'm at work, I don't have a potty mouth, because I can't have one. But I have a select few curse words that I use, like marshmallow fluff, or damn it, Cracker Barrel, and those are the funnier ones.
I love it.
I like marshmallow fluff.
I had the lady that I work for, like I'm her assistant. She called me the other day. I think it was on Friday, and she's like, she had me on the phone. She's like, "You forgot to do this." My immediate, for fuck's sakes. She goes, "You're on speaker."
For that one,
I'm so sorry. And the guy was laughing.
My coworker will say, especially around the kids, she has a potty mouth, and so when she, obviously, so she started to say the S word one day, and she said, "Shiitake mushrooms," and they're all looking at her like.
For that one, I say sugar makers.
I like that.
I don't know where I come up.
I try to say fudge, but
Yeah, I'm like, fudge bars, because fudge just isn't going to work for me. I don't know why the bars makes it better.
Right?
Who was the last person that we said had a channel? Crystal.
Yes. I just subscribed to her as well.
And then Alice in Wonder one right here if you didn't get that one.
I have that one. Okay. Thank you. Crystal, is it? I got to go back and look at her name.
And see, and Alice says pronunciations and spelling doesn't count. We are here to have fun. That is correct.
100%.
And Cajun says, I had to get tires a couple weeks ago and they were 666.
Excellent.
It's like, oh, take me for a windshield wiper. Charge me for a
I would have too. I don't blame you.
Yes, 100%.
Crystal, subscriber right here.
There you go. And Christina says, remember to hydrate. Yeah. I guess there is some way to put a bot on here that like puts that on here. Remember to hydrate. Because Vanessa from the Reading Dr. B, she has it. It says, don't forget to hydrate or something on her channel. Christina says, we put a space heater in our bathroom for that reason.
Brilliant.
Smart.
And Nicole says, I feel you, Cajun. At Five Guys, my number was that, and I was sure I wasn't sure if I wanted to go.
Exactly, Nicole. Exactly.
It's like, what can I add to this to, just a little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth says, my water heater broke a few weeks ago and now it's negative degrees outside and my water feels like icicles. I dream of hot baths. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry.
I'm cold for you.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That gave me the shivers. And Christina says, loving Tiffany yelling at the game in the middle of chat. Yeah. All through hockey season. That's how it went.
I've been better this year because the games have started later.
Elizabeth says hockey is 100% part of my MLK lesson today. Many area schools didn't take the day off, which is weird, but we worked anyway.
There you go. Tiffany's using her superpowers.
Yeah.
Remember, Tiffany, for good, not evil.
And Christina's also found it funny that Tiffany is way down in Florida watching hockey, and I'm up here where everyone loves hockey, and I just can't.
I'm Canadian, and I can't stand it. Okay,
Sarah. Oh. I was really shocked because when I moved down here, I was like, nobody's gonna like hockey, but because Tampa won the cup 2 years in a row, you see lightning everywhere. Like, I mean, like on license plates, like way more than any of the other sports combined. Bucks, anything. I was shocked, but I think it's because they recently won the cup and it was 2 years in a row. So
fair enough.
I feel like
Yeah,
a lot of people, came hockey fans, but it's pretty big down here. Surprising.
Christina says the schools were closed today for the holiday too. Yeah, I forget, but not like like Elizabeth. Not all the schools closed because I don't think schools around here where I'm at close very often. For that.
Oh my God! Side note on school. Sorry, just reminded me. On Friday, my niece and nephew's school had received a threat, and all the kids were evacuated.
Oh my!
My nephew thought it was very cool because he got to go over to the high school.
Right, of course.
But Caitlin was very concerned. Right. So, I just thought they didn't say what kind of a threat. It was an email threat. Everybody was okay, but it's still, come on, people.
Yeah. And Nicole said, so far it's pretty good, surprisingly funny and varied. That's excellent.
Randomly wearing.
Donna's got to go. Time for supper. Bye, Donna.
Bye, Donna.
Sherry says, I feel you, Tiffany. I always yell at the TV when watching sports.
See? If they would only listen to us. I mean,
true.
Alice said, Sherry, I listened to your Bright Young Women on audio. It was great. Multiple readers for the characters.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
And saying good night. And Christina says, my son was the same way yesterday when the Lions were playing.
See?
And Sherry says, awesome. I'll try and check out the audio. Thanks. And Amy says, I'm going to get off now. We are going to watch a movie tonight. Thank you for the sprints. Ladies, good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night. And Kat says, whoop, whoop. Nicole, congrats on reaching 700 subscribers. Yes.
Exactly.
And Emily's back. How was your Bible study? Hope it was good. And she's saying, thanks to Kat. And Sam says, I'm not a YouTuber. Maybe one day I will have the courage. I have never participated in Amish in April, but maybe I will participate this year.
Nice.
Yay,
Coming
that's
this
awesome.
April. Me and Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books co-hosted.
And Roxy says, is this the year of category?
It is the year of
It is
category
the year of
romance.
category, yes. And Purple Rain says, I'm trying to listen to Pride, Prejudice, and Poison. I can't keep up with all the
That was
characters.
a late hit.
Christina says, thanks for the sprint. And she says, have a beautiful rest of your day and sleep
You
well.
too.
Thank you. You too. And Emily says, okay, my brain went, Brandon Sanderson, Warbreakers, has 2 sisters. What did I miss?
That's funny.
It's that time of night.
It really is.
Is
And
it 9:30? That's why I'm so tired.
Yep. Says, I do both March Mystery Madness and middle grade March.
See?
You were right, Tiffany.
Mhm.
And Crystal
Back
says,
to your hockey.
What happens when you give the middle? No,
and Crystal.
I would never do that. I'm totally kidding.
I'm like totally not paying attention, so I have
No, there's like 4 different things going on. Just keep going, Storm.
That's fine. You're good. You're good.
Oh, a new readathon theme, middle grade Amish mystery.
There's probably one book that would fit that.
Right?
Now I am determined to find it.
I'm actually gonna go look on Goodreads because that's too funny. And then I'm gonna send it to Elizabeth. Oh, we're going on a power play.
It's like Christine says, please hold while we subtick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Saying ink, beep, done and done. And I say cinnamon sticks or
I love that one. I'm going to start saying
Cinnamon sticks, I like it.
Yep.
I say son of a nutcracker all year.
I like that.
My grandma used to say son of a whiskey drinker on a Saturday
Yes.
night. I don't know why, but, you know, that, and shoot fire and save the matches.
Oh my gosh. There it is. Sorry.
And got another subscriber and
No, it's not.
fiddlesticks.
Yep.
Or fudgesicle, yeah.
Fudge
There
sickles.
you go.
And Cajun says, when I worked at the children's home, I started saying the word cuss instead of curse words. Pretty soon, all the kids were doing it.
There you go.
Well, my mom always told the story that she would get in trouble because she couldn't, say bad words or anything like that. And then when her sister was saying those things, she was to be like, but mom, but she's saying dirty words and nasty names. Dirty words and nasty names. She's like, well, what is she saying? Dirty words and nasty names.
I'm not going to repeat it.
I just told you. It's like when you ask any little kid, what's your mom's name? And they're like,
Mom.
Mom.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but what's her real name? Mommy? You know,
Right. Hello.
But they say it so indignantly, like, oh, who is this dumb lady asking this question?
Yeah.
PK said another YouTube movie reactor I watch is Popcorn in Bed. The sisters say, oh, fetch when she starts in.
Oh, that's funny, PK.
I feel like that's the same for Clueless.
right? Oh, Fetch was Mean Girls.
That's right. Yes.
Yes, because we have a lady at work that always thinks she's really cool, and we're like, stop trying to make fetch happen.
Oh, yes. Okay. I remember. Yep.
So it just reminded me because you said Mean Girls. So I can't remember which brand of coffee creamer it is, but one of the big coffee creamers, so either, International Delight or the other one, came out with a few new flavors. And one of them is a Mean Girls. And I think the flavor is pink frosting, which I don't know how I feel about as a flavor, but it's like a homage to Mean Girls. Like even the bottle is it all says, all that stuff on it. But they also, I don't think I'll try that because that just doesn't sound like it belongs in coffee. But they did release a English toffee one that I think would be really good.
Ooh.
And then a berries and cream, which also I don't think sounds good in coffee. But the toffee, I am very interested in trying.
That sounds good.
Oh, but
So that Nightbot I was talking about is a YouTube channel, but she says you have to be careful with the setting. It'll put people in time out. We don't need any help with that. We do that well on our own. if you had too many emojis. And then Kim says she can't find Crystal, and I couldn't either. So I don't know if I was spelling it wrong or.
Oh, I found. Did they just score?
PK says, you know what the TV show Yellowstone doesn't tell you about Montana is negative 30 this past week, not wind chill.
Yes.
And Nicole says, going to make some tea. Thanks for hosting. Have a good night, ladies.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Have a good day. And it says there's a hockey team in Kansas, and I want to take the girls to a game. It's a 7-hour drive for us from Texas, purely because this Friday's game has yoga with penguins before the game.
Oh,
meet you
that is
there.
so awesome.
That's
Now,
so
do you get to do yoga
We-
with the penguins?
Yeah.
So when
The
we
penguins
lived
doing
in
yoga.
St. Louis, Kevin and I had season tickets to the Rams before they left to go back to LA. And that my favorite of so we had season tickets for what 9-10 years, something like that. Anyways,
Too long.
but anyways, I say that so every year, once a year, they would have during halftime, they would have chihuahuas and they would have the itty bitty monkeys riding them as a rodeo. It was my favorite halftime show.
That's
I would
cute.
like not leave my seat just to see the monkeys riding the chihuahuas. I mean, both of them looked like they were having fun, so I didn't feel bad for the dog.
And
it
that's
wasn't
what matters.
it was just the funniest thing. I mean, I was just like, this is so up my alley. Like they asked me about this, and this is a dream come true.
That's
It was my favorite thing. Anyways, that reminded me of that.
Elizabeth says a threat at school is one of her biggest fears. She teaches loud high schoolers in a portable. I don't know how I'd keep them safe yet.
Ugh. That's so scary.
And Emily says there are ringbows who are playing high school students. Oh, wait, there
There are rings now who are playing high school
rings
students.
now who are paying high school students to make threat. The former school I worked for got 2 in a row this last week before break. The canceled school the last day of the final results. That is so stupid. And then we got KJ yoga with penguins. Well, that is just the most adorable thing I've heard of in a long time.
Right?
And it says evacuate them to your outside meeting place. Okay, says see, I knew you were turning into a pumpkin, Tiffany. Yes.
Yes.
Let me subscribe. And Tiffany starts flipping the bird on Storm's channel.
I would never actually do that. But
That
but I was thinking about it.
Says we don't have safe space this year because of renovations, only outside classrooms, and we're on the opposite side of the meeting place, depending on what side the threat is on. Well, that sucks. And Christina says shoot fire and save the matches. Love it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And Coffee Mate is the creamer, and it's a pink frosting, which sounds way too sweet.
Yeah, I
I
don't
just
think I
looked
could
it
do
up, yeah.
flavor.
Mm-mm.
Then
But
Emily says to Elizabeth, I would evacuate to the nearest business or church or whatever you need to keep them safe. Yeah. Got to do what you got to do. I got some blueberry flavored coffee for my Keurig, and it was surprisingly good. Yet that doesn't sound like it would be good, though.
Interesting.
Take your word for it.
And then Jessica Lynn says, I am now about halfway through the Book of Life. So yay! And Christina says, Vanessa did turn off the option to put people in timeout after it did it a few times.
We know somebody else who did something like that.
She didn't need no bot
Allegedly.
doing it. She done it on her own.
Allegedly.
And Meg says it's minus 5. But really, that feels like 30 minus 34.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, our feels like only got to negative 22, but 34. And
That's what I was thinking.
yoga, is that like goat yoga?
My
That's
local
what I was-
yoga studio does do goat yoga. And I
Mhm.
kind of sort of want to do it.
Oh, she says yes, yoga with the penguins. Well, it says they waddle around while you do yoga. The little ones are obsessed with penguins and the local wildlife park brings them over.
Yeah, I don't think you'd really get them to focus that well.
Kat says, thanks for the sprints, Lady Storm. I hope your water situation gets better. Me too. Have a terrific week, everyone, and stay safe and
You too.
warm. You
Bye,
too.
Kat. Have a good week.
And Elizabeth says, there isn't one. It's a very rural area. 5 houses, a school surrounded by fence to keep the cattle out mainly. Only one kid is actually in the zone. We're 20 miles into the countryside. Oh,
Wow.
It's an interesting place for a school.
Crystal has been found.
Yay.
Yay.
And Emily says, thank you so much for a great time. Not looking forward to the snow coming here in Maine tomorrow. Ugh.
Ugh,
Stay safe,
Emily,
Emily.
stay safe, warm.
Yeah.
Alice says, I don't understand the goat yoga. I love goats, but that's gotta be a lot of poop.
Exactly.
You know, now when you put it that way.
Yeah.
And says, but how do they get the goats to focus? Yeah. And thanks, lady. Thanks so much, lady. Stay warm and safe, everyone. Have an amazing night and week. Bye, y'all. Bye, Jessica.
Bye. Have a good night.
Your last comment. And Elizabeth
Oh, yeah.
says, it's fine. She's 4 and I'd be her hero. Monster says she's gonna be a nurse and a farmer and have a pet penguin that runs them all.
That's so cute.
Aw, that's adorable.
Really have a beautiful night and remember to hydrate. It's important even when it's cold.
Yes.
Thank you, Christina. And on that note,
We
we are caught up, and I think everybody else is ready to go to bed. It's not time for me yet, but you guys are in,
Oh,
later
yeah.
time, so
Thanks, Tiffany.
great send off there.
There you go.
Okay, so before we do go though, Sunday we are having, because there's a long space in between, so I want to say it now. But Sunday we are having your live, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and it's the scavenger hunt with the book that you're almost finished with.
Finished with or caught up in or whatever.
Something like that. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody in the chat, and you ladies right here. And I'm going to say good night.
Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
Storm. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Storm. Bye, Lee. Bye, Sarah. Bye, everyone. Bye.